I'm part of the Humble Warrior Collective, and I'm here to share with you today a brief practice that involves balancing between effort and ease. And you might find yourself doing that in your daily life, not even applying it to yoga practice, but here today we will apply it to our yoga asana or the different yoga poses. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat, whether you're on your yoga mat or just the floor or carpet. Feel your sit bones pressing down into the floor, just the base of your pelvis. Sit up nice and tall and soften your shoulders. Let your arms rest in whatever way feels most comfortable. And I invite you to close your eyes or maybe soften your gaze towards the floor. And for the next few moments, notice the texture or quality of your breath, just as it is. Maybe it's smooth. Maybe it's a little choppy, a little rough. Just observing your breath, not trying to change anything about it. Gently open your eyes, bring your awareness back into the room. Let's take an inhale breath and reach our arms up and over, maybe looking up towards your hands. And as you exhale, drop your right hand down, reach over with the left. So maybe it feels good to press the floor away with your right hand as you reach and find strength in that left arm, or maybe it feels better to soften into this place. Take an inhale breath, come back up to center. And then exhale, other direction. Again, find the place that feels best to you, whether it's pressing the floor away, strengthening your top arm, or softening here. Inhale, come back up to center, reach up, take your gaze up. And then as you exhale, let your arms float down. Take your hands to your knees, inhale breath, heart moves forward, gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tail round your back like a Halloween cat, tuck your chin. Inhale, breath back through cow, heart lifting, gaze lifting. Exhale, round your body into that cat shape. 2 more times each direction, inhale forward. Exhaling back. Last one. Come back to center, tall spine, inhale, breath, lengthen up, and then exhale, twist to your right. So maybe this is a gentle twist, or maybe as you inhale, you grow your spine a little taller, and exhale, maybe you take your twist a little deeper. Breathing all the way down into your belly. Unwind, inhale, come back up. Exhale, let your arms float down. Inhale, grow your spine. And exhale, take a twist to your left. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, maybe you deepen your twist. And unwind, come back to center. Let's make our way into a tabletop position. So coming to our hands and knees. And taking a moment to let the weight settle into each hand, into each knee. Kind of walk it out. If you look down, your wrists are just about underneath your shoulders. If you look back at your knees, they're about hips width distance apart. Find what feels like a neutral spine here, so even the back of your neck is included, right? Because the back of our neck is our cervical spine. And then as you inhale, let your belly drop, your heart lift, look forward. Exhale, press the floor away around your back. 2 more times. Inhale back through your cow pose. Exhaling into cat. Last one. Come back through your neutral tabletop spine. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, and find a downward dog. So nice bend in the knees here at first. Okay, maybe pedaling the feet a little bit, or swaying your hips. And then look between your hands, step the left foot forward, spin your right heel down, and come up to Warrior Two. So thinking about our foundation, the soles of our feet pressing down into the floor, all 4 corners pressing down and pushing the mat one end away from the other. So at first, let's find what feels like our strongest Warrior Two. Arms are engaged. Fingertips reaching to opposite walls. Legs strong, heart lifted, spine long. And then see where you can soften and settle. Maybe it's in your hips, your pelvis. Maybe it's in your arms. Maybe you turn your palms up. Find what feels best to you. Settle in that place. And take 3 inhales, 3 exhales. From here, let's take our forearm to the thigh and the other arm, my right arm, up and over, bicep to the ear. So again, maybe a lot of effort here at first, really reaching with your fingertips, pressing down to that outside edge of your foot and pressing into your hand, or into your thigh with your arm. And then find a place where you can settle and soften. Maybe you can maintain a little bit of softness and yet lift your bottom arm. Can you breathe here? Can you maintain a soft breath and a soft gaze? And inhale, come up. Let's straighten our front knee, turn both sets of toes forward, and then we'll turn the right toes the opposite direction. Settle into the right knee, let your hips settle, find your Warrior Two. So remembering what felt good to you on the other side might feel good on this side, or you might prefer something different. So maybe palms up, or palms down, maybe straight, strong arms, or soft arms. Even the fingertips can be soft. Smooth, steady breath. When you're ready, forearm to thigh, left arm up and over, bicep to ear. Maybe this starts up really strong and straight, and then you settle in, letting a little more weight come into the top of your right thigh. Finding some lightness, and if you want, if it feels good to you, reaching your arms forward and up. But can you breathe? Can you feel soft? And stay with a steady breath. Or do you need the support? Do you need to take care of yourself by supporting your upper body? Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Turn your toes towards the front, hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine up through the crown of your head and then hinge forward from the hips, slowly folding forward. Maybe your hands come down to your blocks or to the floor. Letting your head hang heavy for a moment. Shake it yes or no. And then hands come to your hips. Inhale, breath, lengthen your spine. Come all the way back up to standing. Heel toe your feet together to the center of your mat. Soften your knees. Keep your hands at your hips, or maybe take your hands to heart center. Find one still spot to focus your gaze. Shift your weight into your right foot. Pick up your left heel. Maybe this is enough right here. Or if you want to go further, pick your left leg up, cross your left ankle over to the top of your right thigh. Keep pressing the floor away with the sole of your right foot. Find strength in your standing leg and softness in your hips. Inhale, unwind, rise up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, long spine all the way down. Give your head a little yes or no, maybe pedal your feet, swaying your hips. Inhale, breath, rise all the way up. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Hands to your heart or hands to the hips once again. Shift the weight over to your left foot. Hover your right heel. Again, this might be plenty of work for you right here. This might be right where you want to stay. Or if you feel like adding additional effort, pick your right ankle up, cross it over to the top of your left thigh. Press the floor away with your standing foot. Sink down into your hips. Soften there. Steady gaze. Steady breath. Inhale, unwind. Right foot releases to the floor. Arms up and over. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips or hands to the floor or a block. Pedal your feet, let your hips move. Inhale, breath, let's halfway lift. So bringing your hands to your shins or to your thighs, wherever you feel most supported and your spine feels long. Exhale, slide your hands down your legs, slowly release. Inhale, press the floor away, rise to standing. Arms up and over, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, walk your hands and feet apart, and come into downward dog. Soften through the knees. Pedal your feet. And then settle into your dog for 3 breaths. lower your knees to the floor. Tops of the feet to the floor. Walk your knees wide, and let's come into a child's pose. So arms extended, forehead towards the floor, or maybe you bring your arms alongside your body and let your shoulders rest. Ask yourself, what can you let go of, but to stay in this position? What parts of your body can you soften, yet maintain this pose? Let's take our palms to the floor, press back up to seated for a moment. And this is where you might like to have your blocks. So we'll come down to our seat with our legs out long at first. And then we'll put a bend in our knees and bring the soles of the feet together. So your feet don't have to be in really close to your torso. You can keep them far away, whatever feels most comfortable. And then your blocks, if you'll take your blocks and support your knees or thighs with your blocks on whichever level feels the best. Then make your way down to your forearms and all the way to your back. So you might need to readjust your blocks on your way down. Rest your arms in a way that feels supported, whether that's on the floor or maybe resting your hands on your torso. Take an inhale breath here. And as you exhale, let your head roll to the left. Really lazy, just let it roll to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, let it roll to the right. Inhale, breath back to center. One more time, each direction. Exhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Bring your head back to center. Then let's take our palms into our thighs. Put your thumbs right about where your thigh and your hip crease meet. And then press your palms into your thighs, like you're pressing your hands towards a wall in front of you. Take 3 deep breaths here. Slide your hands down towards your knees. Lift your knees back together. Take your blocks and we'll set them to the side for a moment. You want to have one handy. And then let's step our feet about hips width distance apart. Resting your arms alongside your body, palms down. Take an inhale breath here. And then as you start to exhale, press the soles of your feet into the floor and just barely float your hips up. Keep a steady, smooth breath. And with your next exhale, roll your spine back down towards the floor. Letting your hips touch. Letting everything land back down. Inhale, breath here again. Exhale, press the soles of your feet. Press and press and press and float your hips up. This time maybe a little bit higher. And then slowly with your exhale, roll your spine back down. Trying to feel every part of your spine as you return to the floor. One more time. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, press the soles of your feet down. Let your hips float up. And then press up. Find your bridge pose. With your next exhale, roll everything back down slowly and smoothly. And then one at a time, extend your legs. Put a little space between your feet, between your arms and your torso. Let your body rest here. Become aware of the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor beneath you. Feeling fully supported by the earth. Soften through your shoulders, your hips, your heels. Allow every part of your body to sink down and spread out. Notice your belly and your heart rise and fall with each inhale, each exhale. And for the next few moments, simply observe your breath. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Bend your right knee, bring your right leg up and in towards you, and then doing the same slowly with your left. Hug your legs in, wrap your arms around your shins or your knees, rock side to side. Slowly walking one hip at a time away from you. When you're ready, gently roll yourself over to one side. Press the floor away and make your way up to seated. Once again, feel your sit bones press into the floor. Find a tall spine. I invite you to bring your palms together and press your thumbs to your sternum to notice your heartbeat. May we always be looking for that space between effort and ease. Thank you for being here.